everybody, my name is Analyticalplum and welcome back to my channel. The day is finally here. Let's go.
Let's go.
We have finally got Bridgerton season 3 to react to, but don't be mistaken, it's only part 1. We've still got to wait for part 2 in June. I am so excited for this new season. It has definitely been one that everyone, including me, has been anticipating for so long. I did say in my trailer reaction video that I was going to try and rewatch everything just to catch up and see if there was anything I've missed, and I have kind of managed to do that. The only thing that I haven't finished watching or rewatching was Queen Charlotte, and I believe I'm on episode 4, but a good thing is that I remember what happens at the end of that, so it's not that much of a big problem. For today's video we are reacting to not 1 but 2 episodes, so make sure you have something to drink near you, stay hydrated, and perhaps a snack before we begin watching these 2 episodes. I would love if you would consider subscribing. I do post twice a week, but don't hold me to that. And if you love my reaction videos, or if you love Bridgerton, I would love if you would leave a like. It helps me out a ton. And without further ado, let's dive into these 2 new episodes.
We have been apart for far too long.
That is absolutely true.
Which newly minted debutante will shine the brightest?
She wrote my name.
She's certainly excited. I mean, I'd be if my name were to come up in a scandal sheet. Wait, saying it like that, I'm not sure I would be happy. I suppose the circumstances are a bit different. Also, can I just say I love seeing this change in Penelope, because as we've seen in the past couple of seasons, she's been quite withdrawn and kind of shy, tight-lipped. I mean, as Penelope and not as Lady Whistledown, so kind of seeing the Whistledown come out in her when she's just being a bit low-key is so interesting. Like, you wouldn't think they're the same people.
I cannot hear anything.
Probably because she knows we're out here eavesdropping.
Francesca is very quiet.
This seems to be a reoccurring thing with the Bridgertons. They're just having trouble trying to get them to their debut, to be debuted. I don't really know how you'd word that.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Do you mind asking whoever is playing downstairs to quieten down?
Is that not in fact?
Yeah, I think that's where she is. I'm so happy to see them back. I was worried after the whole, shebang of season 1 we wouldn't see much of our season 2 couple, but I'm so glad that they're already here. My worries have evaporated.
Who else would be playing pianoforte in this house?
Francesca?
She's like, let me finish, people. Damn. Can't a gal get some peace?
How did you get down here?
You do realise what tune she was playing just now, don't you? Mozart's funeral march.
Is that the kind of tone we're gonna get with her? I'm a bit concerned.
What are they all squawking about?
Penelope, love, you're gonna have to bring out your fighting stances. You gotta whip out some knives to cut all these women away. I wish you luck.
Apologies for my late arrival. Do you not wish to greet me?
I know somebody who would really like to greet you.
I must know, who are you? What have you done with our brother?
This time away was exactly what I needed.
Well, hopefully he's not been, divulging into all that tea he brought back from his last travels. I don't think anyone, Benedict, needs that right now.
Miss Anne Hartigan.
Oh, that was some sign language. I started learning sign language a while ago, but I kind of just stopped since I've moved. But I need to get that back up again. That's reminded me. She's not holding back.
Shall I fetch your refreshment, Your Majesty?
Perhaps a casket. Will usher me to an early grave.
I love her.
Since when do you wear so many ruffles?
It is the style of the season.
What is Eloise trying? I mean, I know we saw her with Cressida being buddy-buddy in the trailer. I mean, it is understandable, but I get both reasonings behind Penelope's actions and Eloise's actions and her betrayal, her feeling of betrayal. But it's just like, come on. I don't think she should lose the sense of who she was just because of Penelope. Hopefully we can get her back on the right track.
Presented by her mother, Lady Bridgerton.
Good luck.
You have had good luck with Bridgertons.
Oh, they're so cute. As they've all just reminded her. There's been quite a lot of Bridgertons. I mean, maybe she's a bit sick of Bridgertons. I think I would be if they were all up in my casket. Penelope, love, I know this isn't your debut season, but this is your time to shine. No!
Thank goodness Aunt Petunia died.
It's in time for our honeymoon.
So she finally managed to get someone, did she? Do you know what? I'll applaud her. It's about time she got somebody that wasn't her distant cousin.
Will anyone really believe that a spinster would have a fortune to leave to you?
Oh, yeah. Because she took some of, what was it, Cousin Jack. She took some of that money when she told him to leave after, you know, he was found out to be a fraud by Colin. I mean, fair enough. That's kind of not a great story, but decent.
Not to pick a diamond is one thing, but not to appear at an event is another thing altogether.
I'm so scared because I keep seeing these fun facts pop up all over my TikTok. Now that Victoria is in the picture, everyone keeps reminding me that Charlotte doesn't live to see the new baby. So I'm hoping she makes it out of this season.
Back in a dress, the colour.
President.
There you are, I've been looking everywhere for you.
I like to imagine that Eloise cut in to protect the feelings of Penelope. I'm hoping. Surely she can't have just suddenly done a 180. Surely. She's just a little bit upset right now.
Befriending you there was a happy surprise. Season will be all the better now I have you by my side.
She seems rather composed, does she not?
I am eager to see how she will fare.
I really want to see Kate and Violet just being kind of like a partners in crime with Francesca. I think that would be so sweet for this season.
I cannot begin to share my travel adventures with you. If I did, you would swoon.
No, I feel like he's just chatting. In season 1, he was kind of, was it season 1? I think, no, season 2, when he came back for the first time, he was kind of blabbing a little bit to make himself seem a bit more adventurous and that he did a bit more than he actually did. I've got an inkling that he's kind of doing the same this season. I mean, he might have done, but maybe he's kind of making it a bit, you know, tweaking the story just slightly.
You are flowers in bloom. Were I to tell you even the tiniest adventure, I would be forced to marry you.
If he's not marrying, then what the hell is he doing? He's just going around flirting with everyone. I suppose maybe that's also kind of something common with men during these days. No, I still feel like he's trying to make up for something.
The last Lord Featherington wrote a document bequeathing the estate to my girls. Shall we get some refreshments? Perhaps something strong?
Oh dear.
Am I mistaken, or was Eloise walking arm in arm with Cressida Cowper?
No, I promise you, mate, you're not drunk. I think Eloise has just taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Technically, one of our sons would be the new Lord Featherington. One of us would simply be the heir's mama.
You think you're part of this race?
Well, obviously she won't be, because Penelope will be Lady Bridgerton.
Go home and get to work. I take comfort in knowing that you will always be here to take care of me.
I don't think so. Do you know when they say some things are a fate worse than death? I think that would be the case.
To live at the whim of either the most cruel or the most simple person I know, I must take a husband before that happens.
Honestly, completely valid.
I should like to be sensible.
Then a new look is just the thing.
Something like what they're wearing in Paris.
That's just a tad bit too obvious now. I think Colin just mentioned about the fashion in Paris. Oh, I hope you will.
Where's it from?
Trader in Marseille.
How many cities did you visit in 4 months?
I lost count in truth.
He's chatting. I don't think he did. Do you know what? I think he just held up in this one place. Maybe he visited 1 or 2 places, but all of these are probably like fakes. Or he went to, you know, you've got the world foods aisle in shops. Like in Asda, there's a world food aisle. It's probably found a shop like that.
Does family ever be on time?
A gift.
Oh my, we really are late.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the right timing to give her that.
I have something for you. It is a book. It's on the right.
I'm in the middle of reading something. The writings I read before of women making their way outside society, those were the romances.
What? What is she doing? Do you think she's got like a secret plan she's trying to hatch? 'Cause surely she's not just doing this for no reason.
I lost the battle and I have no appetite for the war, so I've joined the winning side. Not unlike you. Or is this truly the new you?
A man cannot tell his secrets.
See, because he's faking it. Bye, guys.
Eloise, I'm so sorry about everything. You may not understand what I did, but I was only trying to protect...
Oh, I do not need your explanations.
This is one of the most frustrating things in series when people don't let other people explain things. We've seen it time and time again with Young Royals, with Heartbreak High. So much would be cleared up if they just let the other person explain. Come on! I'm sick of this.
I enjoyed having a purpose, whereas now that you're back, I'm not certain what I'm supposed to do exactly.
Did he truly leave the art school? He was quite good at that.
Are you aware, Mrs. Wondrich, of your great aunt?
Very cold lady.
She is colder now, I am afraid.
Is he trying to say that she's dead? Because I'm not sure that's how you should break the news to somebody. Oh my god. I can be a blunt person, but even I'm not like that.
While you have several cousins who are more closely related to her, none have male children. Nicholas shall be the next Baron of Kent.
Oh, nice one.
I should like to try something a little different tonight.
Is she gonna razzle dazzle everyone in her green dress that she wore in the trailer so soon? I mean, fair enough, dive straight in. I'm not, I'm not against it. Oh, she looks so good.
Everyone's staring at us.
Take everyone's breath away. Yes! I saw that side eye. You're not sly.
It is a pleasure to see you all in your proper evening dress, which is not at all gown-like.
Oh, bless her, she's trying. I mean, she's just like me. I have no wrist to save my life. It's no wonder I was able to get my partner.
You genuinely enjoy embroidery.
Of course I do.
Do you not have a favourite, Miss Eloise?
Shift stitch.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer she's gonna be able to hold off in this group. I don't know why she's trying it. I mean, Eloise, come on.
I throw one diamond ball, and anxious mammas expect a diamond every year.
To be fair, so do viewers. I was kind of expecting one every year.
It was Lady Whistledown who named the diamond. How right she was about the Duchess.
Oh,
What are your hobbies?
I play the pianoforte.
What do you despise? What makes you tick?
I expect all the ladies to be show-stopping, but what of the men? They're as dull as like a doormat.
You really ought to take to the floor again.
At least the wall is not asking what makes me tick.
Did you not enjoy conversing with those gentlemen?
I expected conversation.
They're so like... Probably ask what type of shampoo you use on your hair. I really would not do well during these times if I was one of them. I don't do well with small talk. I don't do well with talk at all. It's no wonder I have a channel.
I am different from my siblings as well. Can be difficult, can it not?
They should be best friends. Sod Eloise.
And you are lucky to have so much notice. For some of us, notice is very slight.
Oh.
Our dance?
You really ought to take to the floor again. It's difficult to come off the wall once you are on it.
I like her.
Are you well?
I have been the recipient of an untold number of withering looks.
And why do I have the feeling that you, in turn, know how to make one wither?
Oh, is this our little spicy man from the trailer?
Oh, I'm so clumsy.
You are one of many things, but I don't think clumsy is the right word for it.
She did not look well. Whatever happened to you, I must say you are much more fun this season.
Bugger off. Colin, go get your lady.
Why are you leaving so soon, especially in such a charming dress?
Do not mock me, please.
Yeah, the words are a bit dulled when he's been saying a bunch of stuff to other ladies. It's kind of... He better redeem himself, because at the moment I'm not a fan.
I have heard you telling everyone how you would never ever court Penelope Featherington.
I feel so horrible for her. Everyone around her is just a bit of a douche, aren't they? I admire her strength.
We should talk about this somewhere more private.
Because I embarrass you. It just never occurred to me that you of all people could be so cruel.
You definitely deserve that. What are you doing, Penelope?
I have in my possession a document granting the estate to one of your daughters once she produces a male heir.
So I suppose that's going to be the big conflict of the Featheringtons this season. Who produces a male heir first, and if they can produce a male heir. Because as you know, you can't choose what gender your child is.
But should I find that this rather convenient document is in fact forged, the upheaval may indeed be necessary.
It is a good thing the document is not forged.
It's not happened once or twice. This is now probably the third, maybe even more time that the Featheringtons have almost lost everything. At this point, just make something secure for yourself. Although I suppose there's not much they can do, because during this time, even if they did, everything would go to the men. So I suppose it would be quite hard.
I thought we did not like Penelope.
What you did was cruel and unnecessary.
Hopefully with this new friendship, Cressida will learn something. And on that note, I'm surprised she isn't married yet. For how much she swoons and impresses men, I'm really surprised she ain't got a husband yet. I suppose what would it add to the plot though if she had a husband? I mean, she stirs the pot like 90% of the time.
It has been more difficult still to find a friend, but the season has a way of coming between young ladies, pitting us against one another.
She's like the leading cause of that.
I thought I was the only one who noticed.
I did try to befriend you in your first season out, but you rejected my suit.
Yeah, I mean, I think she said something along the lines of she would rather die than be friends with Cressida.
She's doing everything she can to delay her move.
Your mother enjoys being Viscountess, while I have already spent years taking care of Edwina and running the Sharma household.
Where is Edwina? I wanted her back. She was a very lovely character in season 2, so it's a bit of a shame that she ain't here. But I suppose there was a hint of the Queen setting her up with her nephew, so maybe she's off with her nephew?
Think of the balls as playing a duet. Once you find that person with whom you make an unexpected harmony.
I think Violet as a mum is just, she's so sweet and she tries her best for all of her kids. I mean, I know sometimes she can interfere a bit much, but I mean, I assume she only just wants the best and she tries to help her kids find the best.
It pains me to see you upset, and I'm most certainly not ashamed of you, Pen. I seek you out at every social assembly because I know you will lift my spirits, make me see the world in ways I could not have imagined.
So, you don't seek her out because you find her a joy? You only seek her out because she makes you feel good. I'm not sure you've got that riz, Colin.
If a husband is what you seek, let me help you. We will have lessons, and you will quickly master them, I'm certain.
What sort of lessons? Eh?
You want me to shake your hand?
It is perhaps unusual, but are we not friends?
I don't think she wants us to be.
Friends.
Oh, it's like a dagger to the heart.
Welcome to your new home.
I hope it goes smoothly.
Whistledown has come early.
You of all people would be quite interested in today's issue, Penelope.
What does she
Lady Whistledown
do?
has a Colin, in fact.
What are you reading?
Nothing.
What does she write about him?
Who seems to have embraced a new personality or simply a ploy for attention.
No one is bad. I mean, it's not exactly nice, but it could have been worse.
But ruining Miss Thompson, I mean Lady Crane, and then nearly ruining you, I will never forgive her.
Oh dear. Fingers crossed for you, Pen, that he will never find out. I assume he will find out this season, but...
I hear my choice last year, Miss Edwina, has made a splendid match abroad.
So, does that mean that Edwina is with the Queen's nephew or not? I mean, that is technically abroad, so I don't suppose he wouldn't be. I don't think the Queen would make offhand comments if she didn't truly believe them.
It is said that fools rush to judge while the wise watch and wait.
I'd like to imagine that Penelope was technically calling herself a fool because she made slight errors while she was upset. I mean, Colin didn't like Lady Whistledown originally, but now he's not ecstatic about it.
Glad your mamma let you keep your dresses. Looking glass does not lie.
They're definitely much better.
Time reveals to be precious stone. The new Baron of Kent and his family are learning this very week.
Was that supposed to be a wink nudge? Because it looks like she's wearing emeralds on her neck, and when Lady Whistledown said about precious new stone, that was probably a big wink nudge, wasn't it?
Upstairs you will find your library, as well as the music room, the private drawing room.
I've always wondered that when they said drawing room, what does that really mean? There's like a lot of rooms in this show, even in some of the books that I read that are kind of in the Regency era. I never really understood what it actually means. I don't suppose they sit and draw.
Separate rooms.
Of course, that is how it is done.
Boring.
Ray is accompanying me to Rotten Road.
Can you not see we're busy here?
It's like they're training dogs ready for a dog show. Yeah, I can see you're a bit busy.
You're snug with Cressida, but have no interest in other debutantes.
Why must I be the object of your curiosity?
I think Eloise is actually going to be the one to help Pen and Colin in the end, because she's not done a 180. There's no way. So I think what's going to happen is that Colin's going to find out that she's Lady Whistledown, be quite upset, understandably, and Eloise is going to be there to help mend the bridge that is probably going to break.
Are you saying you want my help after what Lady Whistledown wrote?
She has never been more wrong about anyone.
Sooner or later, she will be caught, and we shall dance on the day of her demise.
I'm not sure about that.
You know how to wave your fan, flutter your lashes. Often that is all it takes. Men are quite simple beings.
I mean, as we've seen throughout the first 2 episodes, actually through the first and second season as well, that has never been a more true statement.
Blended weather we are having.
You seem discomposed.
No?
That is definitely me.
She is still seeking her diamond by some other name. Anyone who has already made their debut.
You hear that, Penelope?
Shall I take your fatigue as a good sign? You have been engaging in the necessary activities.
A silk mercer.
Yeah, I didn't think she would understand what Lady Featherington was actually trying to get at.
Do you think babies simply appear? You must be familiar with each other often to create one.
I don't know why I feel like I'm getting the talk.
Do you remember when we first met? I was riding my horse when I was assaulted by a devilishly yellow head covering.
It was not my fault. The wind blew it clean off my head.
Do you know what? Friends to lovers isn't my favourite trope, but when it does happen, it is quite sweet, isn't it? Although just seeing Colin with occupying 2 other ladies, I don't know, that just kind of puts me off a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Teasing me, mercilessly in fact, and I think I know why.
I don't think so.
Because we were children. Why is it you want a husband?
So that I may have my freedom.
I'm not sure a husband would give you that. From everything I've seen and read about this time era, honestly, it kind of takes it away a bit.
What is the one thing in the world that makes you feel most comfortable now, most at ease?
You.
There used to be Sunday teas at Bridgerton House.
I'm sorry about whatever might be coming between you and Eloise. What exactly happened?
Nothing. She ate my scone and drank my tea and she didn't apologise. That's what bloody happened.
There must be many new pleasures, I imagine.
Over 30 new gowns, in desperate need of alteration.
Joe, I'm so happy that they're both back in this season. And I'm happy that they're in a circumstance that they are in now. Although I don't think that this is going to be very happy for long. Just because it is Bridgerton and things never keep well. But I hope it does stay well.
I'm eager to find a suitable match and be done with it. Perhaps if there are others vying for the Queen's favour, it will not matter what Umar is scheming. I have some information you might like to know.
She's in the thick of it now, isn't she? To be fair, I'm surprised that she didn't go straight to Cressida because she's like the queen of gossip and everything, trying to get attention. I think she'd like to be the queen of not the queen. She would like to be the queen, but she'd like to be the diamond of the season.
We're going to the Bridgerton drawing room.
Colin, my maker's outside and Eloise
Is out for the afternoon at the Modis.
I know what you're trying to do, but I don't see this going very well. I'm not gonna lie.
I was comfortable at Bridgerton House previously.
And we can pretend we're at a ball.
Have you gone mad?
I think so.
Gentlemen are asking young ladies to dance. And here we have the lemonade table.
Well, I can tell you for starters, you have such great imagination.
Somehow my character gets lost between my heart and my mouth, and I find myself saying the wrong thing, or more likely, nothing at all.
I think that adds to the character, though. I think it's quite sweet.
Imagine what you would want to say to me if I were a suitor.
Your eyes, the most remarkable shade of blue. I might say something like that.
You got a dash. Please don't say she'll find something really bad in his pockets.
Paris is some of the most beautiful women in the world.
Stop, no, stop it, please.
And the city is still alone at night.
No. Don't do it.
My fingers trace freckles. Were you reading that?
No, I did not mean to.
You did not mean to pick up my journal and read it. Whatever you read was not meant for another's eye.
So you know how I've been saying that he's probably faking it all, right? Maybe he wants to be a writer? This is just me hoping, by the way. Maybe that's why he got a bit angsty about her reading it, because he's quite insecure about his writing. And that's where he gets all of his stories from his stories.
Will I see you tonight?
Indeed, thank you for the lesson.
You left it on a brilliant page. You did not see nothing.
Any adornment?
Perhaps simplicity is better?
Would you not like to at least see?
Enjoy it.
Penelope was at our house today.
I'm sorry for that.
I didn't wish for her to be friendless, and you might be all she has now. How is she?
They still care. She tries to get away with it, but she does.
What if anyone were to find out about your helping her? It would not look right.
No, it would not.
No, it would not.
Finally, they seem to be putting in some work.
How low do they want to curtsy? They'll end up on the floor.
At tea, Lady Danbury mentioned a musically inclined suitor.
Several, I believe.
To start with one and see where the evening leads us.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right, but I don't think Francesca has actually said that she doesn't want a lot of the attention to her mum. I think her mum would be quite understanding. She'd be a bit confused at first about why. Like, why not? But I think she'd understand in the end.
Mr. Bridgerton, I've yet to see you on the dance floor.
I've been here all along, doing the robot.
I think of Prudence as a bonbon. Delicate and oh so agreeable.
They have great husbands, don't they?
I'm sorry again for reading your writing, but you truly write so well. I'd very much like to read more one day.
Oh, they could be like writing buddies. Well, I don't think we want them to be buddies. You get the gist.
Whom do you suggest?
Him.
Lord Basilio is a Viscount.
And you are Penelope Featherington.
Yes.
Lord Basilio, you quite well.
He went quite quickly.
Oh,
His horse recently died.
You are joking.
I am not.
We shall gallop along.
She knows. She knows. And she knows it's a good match.
She was at my house today. It seems Colin is helping her look for a husband.
Uh-oh.
And that is rather scandalous of your brother. She may not think you dead, but her feelings toward you are clearly altered.
Those ladies next to him definitely overheard that.
I have been up against men in the ring who could have killed me. I find myself more nervous about tonight's program of dancing and socializing.
Completely understandable.
You're not supposed to have more than 1 or 2 drinks. They are like that every time. Drunk as fiddlers.
I think that's the only way you can get through these sort of events.
I once heard a rumor the trios was written to convey his feelings for Mademoiselle Ludwigs.
Mostly enjoy the chord progressions.
Quite intriguing. Surely there's got to be more than her not liking attention. I feel like there has to be something else going on with her.
Did you two? When he inserts himself,
Inserts himself where?
what on earth do you and Mr. Finch do?
We kiss, and then he makes an odd sound. Then he goes to change his breeches.
He's a very happy fellow indeed. Oh, bless her. She's so sweet.
Does anyone at least have any good gossip?
I cannot think of anything at the moment.
Is she truly changing for the better? I had this concern with Spider/Spencer in Heartbreak High. I feel like they can change when they're around certain people to be who they want to be, and then usually something goes wrong to mess it up and they revert straight back. And I'm concerned for Cassandra because I don't know. It's still quite fresh.
It's a fine evening, is it not? I love a bit of gossip.
I must admit I do quite enjoy Whistledown.
Just saying, the classical rendition of Jealous is playing in the background while Colin keeps watching Penelope. I'm not saying that's coincidental. If that's not saying, like, spelling it out for us, then I don't know what would.
Lord Remington has asked to call on me tomorrow.
Well, that is excellent.
I did enjoy myself. Very much.
I'm certain he did as well.
I bet you are.
Pardon me, what are you whispering about?
We were wondering why an eligible gentleman help a spinster find a husband.
She can't catch a break, can she? I'd rather be a spinster than whatever all this is.
Sparkling, one might say.
This is exactly what she didn't want to happen.
I am somehow afraid I will do something wrong and they will take it all away.
No, that would be my concern as well. Because it seems so easy to slip up. I mean, we've seen with the Featheringtons, their family line, I assume, has gone on for quite a bit of time. And even then, as I said before, they've nearly had it taken away so many times already. So having a fresh title, that probably seems like it won't be around for long. Does that mean Penelope would have to write about herself?
And while we knew Miss Featherington's marital prospects were slim at best, this will certainly make any further hopes disappear.
It's so awful. It's the fact that she believes that what everyone's saying. I mean, I would believe it considering how everyone treats her. And she had to write that about herself.
When you spread gossip, it will inevitably end up in Whistledown.
Perhaps if you were more decided about your former friendship, you would not have felt the need to gossip.
That's true.
I do appreciate your concern about cruelty, but perhaps you should like to find a looking glass.
It's an understandable conclusion, if I'm honest.
A life unmarried is not all bad. Trust me, men can often cause much more trouble than they're worth.
That was the worst attempt at trying to make someone happy, but at least she's starting to actually seem like she cares. I don't think she does, but I mean, it's something. We're grasping at many straws here.
A sad, stupid girl who believes she might possibly have a chance of love.
You must not say such things.
Do you kiss me?
Huh?
Penelope.
It would not have to mean anything.
Colin, the most honourable Bridgerton, you're asking him to kiss you? Okay. Very brave. I admire that.
But I am nearly on the shelf and I have never been kissed and I am not certain I ever will be. I do not wish to die without ever having been kissed.
Get your moment. Is he gonna do it? Oh, hopefully he bribed that maid very well to stay far away. This was only episode 2 and they already kissed. What? So that was my reaction to episode 1 and 2 of the new season of Bridgerton. I can't believe we've already got a kiss and it's only episode 2. I mean, I know it wasn't exactly the most romantic kiss, but I'll take what I can from it. The story arcs that they seem to be delving into the different families are very interesting, because in Queen Charlotte, one of the whole things with the Queen and her children was trying to find a suitable, well, an heir, because they had quite a lot of illegitimate children, but there wasn't an actual heir for the throne, and so there was quite a crisis, and that kind of seems to be what's happening with the Featheringtons, where they need to find you know, they can't find an heir. They need to make an heir as soon as possible, otherwise they may lose everything if they figure out that the estate signature thing was a forgery. To be fair, I wasn't happy with the idea of Cressida and Eloise, but I actually think their friendship is something that would benefit them both. It sounds really weird to say, but you can already see some changes in Cressida, and hopefully Eloise kind of calms down and settles down a bit and she can, you know, actually listen to what Penelope has to say, because you have to remember that she doesn't know anything about what happens behind the scenes and what Penelope has done for her. I would allow her some time to feel obviously betrayed, because imagine finding out your best friend wrote crap about you and your family. It's not the nicest, but if she would listen out to her at some point, then hopefully she can be there for Penelope and Penelope can be there for Eloise. Yes, that is it from me today. I really do hope you enjoyed my reaction. Feel free to comment below anything you felt about this episode, if you're enjoying it, or if there's anything you'd like to see moving forward, and I'll see all of you in the next video.